7 o'clock at night. I decided this week, in consulting with some of my coworkers, because I get sick a lot, and that I was going to try a detox from gluten and sugar at the same time. The hope is to eventually add in all breads and maybe dairy. That's going to be asking a lot because I really love cheese. I made it as far as 7 o'clock at night and I crashed. It is hard to detox from sugar. Oh my god. But anyways, so if I sound like just it's because I'm like I have such a caffeine headache withdrawal and horrible. It's horrible trying to cut out sugar and gluten. Oh my god, I don't know how people do it. So I decided today I should never work alone at 3 a.m. in the ER because I had no patience and nothing to do, and I ended up just looking at stuff online, and I bought some snails because, oh, well, I already have enough tanks, but why not add one just for shrimp and snails? I have always wanted to do shrimp and snails. They have so many cool colors. So I ordered, this is what I did in the ER this morning, I ordered 10 purple snails. I'm so excited. This is the picture of them. They are mystery snails, and apparently they're purple. And I'm going to set up a snail and shrimp tank. And then I also need to do, I want to do my beta sorority. And so I was looking at ordering maybe some colored shrimp and one of these packs from Coast Gem. So first I was like, well, maybe I should order these galaxy ones because you don't really see these colors in the pet stores. Like, you can get female fish at PetSmart and Petco, but they are normally, the ones I see are these half moons. So you can get half moon females and kind of pick out colors at Petco and PetSmart. And I have, the tank I'm looking at is a 60-gallon, and I was thinking of just, I was going to do, some smaller tropicals and a well-planted one with 10 female betas in the 60-gallon and see how well that goes. I've been kind of watching, I love her, she's so cute, the beta, Simply Beta, and Creative Pet Keeping. I watch a couple of those girls, and they always say a minimum of 5. So I figure I'll go with 10, and I think I want to order this 5 fish plus 1 free. So I'm not sure if that means that it's 6 fish, or you're ordering 5 and one of them will be free. My math fails me. It was a long day. So yes, I was thinking about ordering these ones to start it, but then I was kind of like, well, I really like the Dumbo ones with the big ears, and you don't really see those females, but they're plain colored. And then I was like, well, if I get the Galaxy ones, I can get some plain ones from Petco and PetSmart, and then have the Galaxy ones in. So I don't know. Taking suggestions on that. And then I have to stop saying Then, so I've got purple snails I was gonna breed. I was thinking about these bright blue diamond shrimp for blue and purple, but they have so many colored shrimp out there. They have these black and white ones. I think the red ones, I guess the red ones are okay, but there's red and white ones, the yellow ones. They have these like half blue and white ones. So I've never done shrimp, ever. But I'm going to set up well, let's take a walk in the fish room, which is still a disaster from yesterday. I'm working on it. I got my one stand pulled apart here. I was going to build the other one, and then I was like, maybe I could go one set of 75 stacked, two set of 75 stacked, and then the 180, and still have enough room to push the 125, keep my metal rack and turn it into a nano tank display, because I was telling myself I don't need more tanks, but I do have some more tanks, and I do love the nano tank looks, you know, like Celestial Pearl Danios. I've wanted some of those, you know, snails and shrimp, and I even do miss my angelfish a little bit, and I was thinking I could put like one bigger tank on the bottom there and then some smaller ones. So I don't need them, but I want them. So I'm thinking of doing some snails and shrimp, and then like one male beta, and then another tank. I have another 20-gallon tank of planted with some of the Celestial Pearl Danios, and I'm not sure what else. I want to even go up one more level on this because I have the rack too. So this, I think I'm going to do this rack here as my nano tank rack. And then my baby tanks, the double stack 75s. And then I could actually, what I've been reading is it's really good when you breed babies to keep shrimp and snails on hand, because you can put them in your baby tanks and they will continue to produce waste, so you can keep your tanks, sponges and stuff, cycled and keep them going. Because I won't always have babies to go in these 55s. Once the anchor worms finally completely cleared out, these guys will probably go in a 75 display with my other red and white possibly. So I won't always have babies for this tank, so it would be helpful then if I had shrimp and snails to use. So just a thought, open to suggestions for colors of shrimp and betas. And also I'm almost at 300 prescribers. You can tell I've been at work too long. 300 subscribers. Thinking about doing a giveaway. Not sure what I should do for a giveaway. So, but I've got to get to, I need to do a salt bath for Big Boy down there. And I'm going to suction his tank out completely. One of the best things for parasites control is large water changes as well. So I'm going to 5-gallon bucket him with salt and completely clean his tank, wipe it down, and then put him back in and do another formalin treatment tonight on him. And then I've got to salt these guys and check them for anchor worms again. And these guys have been doing great, but I noticed this black and white one, she's like to kind of sit clamped fin once in a while since she came. And they all scraped cleanly last week when I checked them. But I noticed she was sitting kind of pinch fin today, so I'm going to do a scrape on her again. But on the good news, if I can get my fish room back together, I have 2 days off to get all this done. Look at these little beggars. My chocolate, he had the red fin down there, And I had nitrofuran in for a while, and it wasn't really helping. It did a little bit, but then it got like necrotic and that part fell off and it was still red. Gave it a week on nitrofuran, just wasn't seeing any improvement, so I added Canaplex the day before, so it's supposed to be a 2 days dose, and I think it already looks a lot better. So he's going to get a large water change and a lot less redness. He's going to get a water change and another dose of Canaplex tonight. And then I have to recheck these guys for lice. I haven't seen any on there. Oh, there's one back. So these guys, it's just a constant keep an eye on them. I'm not sure how fast these things grow, but he's got one already right there. So I will resalt and pluck these guys. It's like a never-ending. Some days I feel like I'm making headway. Some days I don't. So, but I gotta get to work.